Hi everyone, it's Merc007. Thank you for joining my board game video. Today I'd like to take a look at Planepita, a fun and magnetic space flicking board game which is getting an international launch. Please enjoy! Planepita is a 2 to 4 player dexterity game made by indie team SzpiLAB from Japan. The first edition was released in Japan a couple of years ago and was really popular over here. So much so it even sold out. But now it's getting a new release. The creators were kind enough to let me look at the prototype they're working on. So some of the things in this video aren't the final edition and may change. In Planepita, players are trying to send their aliens flying to the planet below to control areas on the board. Players need to land their aliens so they have the strongest power in a region to win that region's score. But watch out for Jam-mer, a creature that blocks and defends the planet. They'll hoover up your aliens and send them into the black hole. So what's new in this new launch? The new edition of Planepita will be getting some upgrades. The game box artwork will get a touch-up to refresh it. It will come with multiple language rulebooks: English, French, German, Chinese and Japanese. It'll have a new set of color aliens which will be joining in the fray, and hopefully more upgrades, including the board material being upgraded, and maybe a new design will be on the back side of the board, and hopefully these will be unlocked during the campaign. Let's take a look at how to play the game. This is the planet players are trying to land on. The planet has 3 areas: the central region, which is worth 5 points, the middle ring, which is 4 points, and the outer ring, which is worth 3 points. There's a black hole placed nearby, and a scoreboard. At the beginning of each round, you place the 5 point, 4 point, and 3 point score token on the scoreboard, and the other tokens will be used in future rounds. Everyone starts with 4 alien discs and their sturdy spaceship launch pad in their chosen color. Place the launch pad touching the planet, and the spaceship can move between these symbols. For a 2-player, they can move their spaceship launch pads between the 2 square symbols. In essence, each player gets half the board. For 3 players, the board is divided into 3 by these triangles. For 4 players, each player gets a quarter of the board, and if you get the 5 and 6 player expansion, the board will be divided into sections for each player. Choose the starting player, and the player to the right of the starting player gets the last player token and magnetically sticks it on their alien disc. In Planepita, players are trying to have the highest majority power in a region to win a scoring token. There is a chance a player can win more than 1 scoring token in the round, and the game is actually played over 4 rounds, and whoever has collected the highest total score is the winner. Starting with the start player and going clockwise, players take turns launching an alien to the planet by placing the alien with a cute image face up behind this line. Then you can move the launch pad between your area to find a good space to launch, and flick the token towards the planet, aiming for a region or trying to knock others out along the way. You can flick it using your finger or you can slide it. Either of these ways are okay. If you don't flick it with enough power and the alien is still on your spaceship launch pad, you can try again. Don't forget, when you send your alien to the planet, make sure that you have the eye side facing up. Aliens that land on the white line or in 2 regions or are partially on the edge of the board are considered to be on the inner region of that planet. Any aliens that have landed off the planet are sucked into the black hole, so place those tokens there. If you manage to knock Jam-mer out of the planet, Place him anywhere you want in the central 5-point area. But if there's no space, you can place Jam-mer in the 4-point ring. If your alien that you launched landed on the planet, and it's not in the region where Jam-mer is hanging around, you now have the option to flip it face down, or you can keep it facing up. Your aliens actually have a strength of 2 when the eyes are open and looking up. But when you flip them over, they lose some weakness and will only have a strength of 1. But flipped over, they actually magnetize to the board and hold on for dear life, defending that area as best they can. They can still be moved if another disc hits it hard enough, but for now, they're gripping on. Once you are done, the next player gets to send their alien flying and hopefully land it on the planet. So some points to note: if Jam-mer is around in your region, you can't flip over your token. Also, for the last player, their alien token with the last player disc attached to it cannot be flipped over. It will always have the strength of 1. Once the last player has sent their 4th token flying, Jam-mer then acts. Jam-mer hoovers up all the aliens in its region, like this, and kicks them off the board and sends them to the black hole. Then, at the end of the round, you will score for that round. Count up who has the highest overall power in each region and give them the token of that region. Face-up aliens are worth 2 and face-down aliens are worth 1. If there's a contested tie, the token remains on the scoreboard and stays there to the next round for someone else to win. Then the round ends. And to prepare for the next round, fill up the scoreboard with a 5-point, 4-point and 3-point token. So if there was one previously, you just stack it on top. Everybody takes back their aliens, and whomever scored the highest in the previous round, closest to the center of the board, is the new start player. So for example, the player that scored 5 points would be the start player. Or in the case that 5 points wasn't taken, the player who scored 4 points would be the start player. And then give the last player token to the person on their right and begin the next round. Once the 4th round ends, add up each player's score chips, and whoever has the highest total is the winner. If there's a tie, whomever has the most 5-point chips wins. And of course, the game also has some various rules which you can check out in the rulebook. Planepita is a beautiful curling-inspired game. I really love games like crokinole, pool, snooker, and so on. And this game kind of gives me that same amount of enjoyment. You get to aim and flick at targets, and sometimes you try to send your alien flying between several other discs to land it safely. It has an element of area control, an element of dexterity, an element of feeling like you're gaining a skill, and it's a really fun, engaging game that doesn't outstay its welcome. So, what do you think? Hopefully, this has given you a good insight into the new edition of Planepita. This fun new edition will hopefully add some quality of life changes and make the game more available internationally. Planepita is launching in 2024 on Kickstarter all the way from Japan, and by the time this video comes out, it'll already be live. I've put the link in the YouTube description. You can also follow SzpiLAB's social media if you're interested in more of their creations. I really hope you've enjoyed adventuring in the world of Planepita with me. If you would like something new and fun to play, I recommend supporting local creators from Japan. Thank you for your wonderful support as always. Please like, share or comment in my channel if you like the content. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy gaming!